Let's talk weather, let's talk climate. I really haven't done a video too much on this yet. The weather's changed. It's definitely changed. It's changed, I reckon, over the last, particularly 5 years, probably 10 years. It's definitely changed. So here on the New South Wales Central Coast, I've said in videos before that here on the New South Wales, it's cold. It's a lot cooler than what I remember here. I've also mentioned before that I'm just back from 11 years up in Brisbane, and I've just recently returned home from Brisbane after 11 years, and I've come home and it's a lot colder than what it was. So today it's Friday. It's Friday the 21st, I think it is. Tomorrow's the summer solstice. So tomorrow is a day where we reach the zenith. The sun's at its most southern point, which of course is south of me, and I'm south of the Tropic of Capricorn, but never mind. But the way the weather works here, I want to talk about the change of weather and the psyop of global change and all that sort of stuff. So the way the weather works here in Australia is quite puzzling. So the closer we are to the summer solstice now, the hotter it gets down south. So around Melbourne, Adelaide, they have about 6 weeks to 2 months where it's just scorching. They have 40-degree temperatures just about every day in Adelaide and Melbourne and in Perth, and that's way down south. But then when you go to Tasmania, which is just over the way, I've flown from Melbourne to Tasmania before, and it's only like an hour flight on a little plane with propellers. And the weather in Tasmania is just cold. It's just cold all the time. I don't think they have very many 30-degree days. I think it's generally around about in the 20s. That's as high as it gets, and in winter it gets real cold down there. So I don't know why it goes from stinking hot in Melbourne, and then Tasmania goes really cold. But anyway, now global change is a myth. We know that. I call it global change because they first started calling it, I think, climate change, and then global warming or something. And they can't make up their mind what it is. And now they're openly admitting that they're spraying the sky to protect us from the perils of climate change, and that's what the chemtrails are. They're openly admitting that. Richie from Boston talks about it all the time on his channel. So to me, they go hand in hand. So global change and the globe are hoaxes, so they go hand in hand. Now, they need evidence, don't they? They need evidence that global change happens for the masses to come on board. Well, probably not, because the masses just do what the man on the TV says, and that's what they think anyway. But some evidence would be good. And there's evidence here. Like you can see it. You can see it behind me. It's cloudy again. It's always cloudy. I remember as a kid this time of year, it'd be stinking hot. It would be on summer holidays at school. We'd be outside, and it'd be stinking hot. I mean, I know I'm wearing a singlet, but I'm just about in long sleeves. And it's December bloody 21, and I'm in New South Wales. It's ridiculous. I noticed it up in Brisbane as well. I was up there 11 years, and you get storm season from late October to about early December. And I remember the last couple of years, there wasn't one storm go through Brisbane. A few ripped through the Gold Coast, but there was none. And I really noticed there too, it was cloudy all the time the last few years, as it is here. Since I got home, just about every day, it's bloody cloudy. So the weather's definitely changing. Now, to me, it all fits like a glove. It all fits like a glove. So so they're saying that we are changing the climate because of the way we live. But the way we live is the way they say we have to live, isn't it? We do. We have to live the way. So you see here, I'm in a car park at my local shopping centre, right? And look at all these cars. Now, I don't want mine. I've got a car, but I don't want it. I don't want to have to drive a car, but I have to get around to live the life on earth that they decry that I have to live. So you pollute the air. Now, it's not our fault. It's not our fault that there's pollution in the air. Even that's a hoax. God created the world so we can live in it. Men have not changed the climate. It's them. They've changed the climate. That's the thing. They've changed the climate, and you can see it. The evidence is as far as the eye can see. But the masses, what do the masses say? Oh, global change, and it's us, and it's... I'm telling you guys, if you buy into this shit, if you buy into this global change shit, you are part of the machine. You're blaming yourself for shit they're doing. They're doing it. All that shit up there, I'm sure some of it's natural, maybe some of it's natural, but it's all chemicals. It's all shit. It's stuff that we're breathing in, and that's what's giving your kids autism. That's why your kids have got these mental behavioural problems that they talk about. It's all because of the shit they're pumping into the sky. They're poisoning us, and you're all just falling for it. So I won't, but please don't fall for it, because the whole thing is just a crock of shit. But as I say, it all goes hand in hand, doesn't it? It all fits like a glove. Global change and the globe are myths. They need evidence to say that global change is real, so the people buy into it. So they spray the sky in the name of the perils of global change, in the name of safety, to keep us all safe from the big purple beast. They spray the sky, and everybody just thinks it's us. They all just buy into it, and they just donate more, and I don't know. Wake up, people! For God's sakes, wake up!